It's like a poem that doesn't make sense. It sounds pretty. There's some nice passages, but as a whole, you're just scratching your head. Holly here on the Latino Slant, and we're going to make a full video and not a short of our review of AHOSKA Season 1, Episode 5, called The Shadow Warrior. And there's much has been said, and people are just talking about this as far as it turning things around for Star Wars, saving Star Wars, and everything's going to be retconned, or I don't know what. Look, I don't know about all of that. Did I enjoy this episode? It was okay. I think there was some cool, endearing moments. I think I finally got to see Rosario, get into the character finally. But for me, this was a thoroughly frustrating episode, as well as a season. Now 5 out of 8, and that I have to go back to episodes of Rebels or Clone Wars or Boba Fett or Mandalorian to kind of get a little backstory as to what is going on as far as in the universe with these characters. That's frustrating because I don't want to do that. Whether I enjoy them or not, I want to be able to boom, this season is, I get it. The main thing that's really been bugging me, and I said in the last review, which was a short, is where is Luke Skywalker in all this? Why does that matter? Because they've inserted Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka in the same universe at the same time, which I really don't understand. I don't understand what's going on in regards to these two characters and their storylines and why they're playing out at the same time. You have the Skywalker universe 10 years after, a couple of years after, I don't know, at the day of, Darth Vader has been killed, and then the Empire has been done with. Then you have this kind of the loose remnants of the heir to the Empire that they're trying to insert there, and then you have Filoni's Ahsoka world, or Mandoverse. So that's even a fourth element. There's these 4 different elements going on, and I don't think any of it's working. So I want to back up, because in this episode, we're to believe that she has fallen into some sort of world in between world, or maybe she's just dreaming, she's not concussed, and Anakin appears, seemingly to teach her a lesson, to finish her training. So what I got out of that whole montage, which was entirely too long, is a Luke Skywalker moment with the Emperor from Return of the Jedi, where he threw his lightsaber away and says, "I will not fight you, Father," which was a fantastic moment as far as a 3-movie arc: New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. That always worked. That to me was the key of Return of the Jedi, in Anakin and his son Luke helping him find balance and bring balance back to the universe. So if we were to bring back Luke Skywalker, that they did with the Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett and Ahsoka at the same time, the Force is balanced to some extent, but this is Ahsoka's story. So what makes Ahsoka's story so important that it needs to be told? I can't figure it out, because after all these years, she can't figure it out. She's been away this entire time, we're led to believe, and how did she even meet Luke? So again, the reason why I bring it up is because Anakin appears in her dream state, let's say, to finish her training. And at the end of the day, like I said, she refuses to fight. She refuses to kill Anakin, which is another leap. There's all these leaps that we have to buy into. All right. So it's like a poem that doesn't make sense. It sounds pretty. There's some nice passages, but as a whole, you're just scratching your head. Thoroughly frustrating. The dream sequence, the purpose for having Anakin, besides the fact that I loved seeing Hayden Christensen, I loved Anakin. It frustrates me more because then it's like, well, Hayden's obviously born to play Anakin. Give Vader his own TV show where he's, just killing off and going around the universe as a kind of like, pre New Hope Vader. But this is not his story. But it is. It's very questionable. And finally, too, in searching for, they're going to go off with these whales in search of Ezra Bridger and Sabine Wren. The Dark Jedi, whoever they are, I don't even understand. They're fantastic, but with all this going on, why are these people still alive? Didn't Luke Skywalker stamp them out? What's he been doing these last couple of years besides putting rocks together to create a Jedi Council, a Jedi training? I understand he's a private citizen, but it would seem to me that he would at least be alerted that these Dark Jedis exist. To me, that's the first thing Ahsoka would have done. It's like, yo, I need backup. We have some serious bad people here. Boom. Because Luke has been there before with his father, and he knows how to turn this. There's just so many questions that this show is leaving me that, I'm just not really enjoying the ride up until the last, I would say, dream-like moments. And at the very end of this episode, I was telling you guys, Rosario was really surprising me with how dull and lifeless her performance was. That I just don't care about the lead character in these past 4.5 episodes. Yeah, that's really my takes, guys. Minimal spoilers there. Stuff I'm sure you haven't heard already, but ultimately, this is called Ahsoka. Why are we getting her story now? We've seen a lot of her story in Clone Wars, in Rebels. It seems that Filoni wants to just insert her story and continuation as far as the Jedis, but I'm really confused. So please, someone help me out in the comments. Why don't you do that? Somebody help me out in the comments. This series as a whole, I've been giving my reviews for every episode, and here are my ratings. My ratings for every episode. Episode 1, 3 out of 10. 2, 5 out of 10. Episode 3, 4 out of 10. Episode 4, 5 out of 10. Episode 5, we will go ahead with another 5 out of 10. I give it a high marks for kind of Hayden's performance. And just, seeing Anakin, that alone is worth something. But what they're saying and what they're doing really ultimately is confusing. It's long-winded, and like I said, it doesn't make any sense. Other than that, everything else is really flat as far as the story. None of these people, from the Rebel Alliance to the generals to the characters, none of them seem to be equipped with, or just know what they're doing in this universe. Everyone defies orders. Everyone has it seems scene by scene, everyone's got a moment of crisis. Absolutely just bad storytelling. 5 out of 10 for me. And that's 5 out of 8 episodes so far. Just another kind of just ultimately, as a whole, forgettable episode. But let me know what you guys think. I hope it can pick up. We'll see. But if this was the big episode that everyone was talking about, I just didn't see it, didn't feel it. And if you're gonna bring in the Skywalkers, you got to do more than this. Or just don't. All right, let me know what you guys think. Wherever you're at, keep your slam fuerte. Gracias.